sports podcast. We're going to dive into the latest of the Denver Nuggets. Not only did they um, trade for Michael Porter Jr., uh, traded Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson and a 2032 draft pick, first round unprotected draft pick, but they also um, literally just traded for with the Sacramento Kings, 1-for-1 with Sarge, traded him Jonas Vucic, which understandably it's a great move for um, the Nuggets and what they're trying to do. They got more depth. They got a backup center for Jokic, so Jokic could actually spend some time on the bench a little bit just to save his legs and stuff like that. Also, with the Michael Porter Jr. trade, it releases a lot of cap. They're under that first apron, I think $9 million. So that right there, they can go out and get more people. Also, they got Bruce. They brought back Bruce Brown, which they probably should never let him go. The last GM probably should never let him go or Caldwell Pope, but that's beside the point. But this is exciting for Denver Nuggets fans and just Denver Nuggets in general because this right here is something that they desperately needed for the last 2 years. Getting kicked out of the second round 2 years in a row. Just simple fact is they don't have no depth. They never had any depth to um, for Jokic and Murray. And I believe, like I stated before, I believe our starting five is a top starting five. But now with Bruce Brown, Vucic, and who else? Cam Johnson. That there's more scoring, a little bit more defense, and Vucic, he's consistent, grabs rebounds, plays good defense, and he can score. So that was a big move. So I just think maybe one or two more players, maybe one more guard, a shooting guard. I always want to surround Jokic with shooting because he can find open shooters. So that's something right there that needs to happen is more shooters for Jokic. The only thing I question is can Jamal Murray be more consistent when it comes to um, uh, throughout the regular season. He always turns it on late, and I understand playoff Murray is different, but let's get out of that playoff Murray stuff and try to be more consistent when it comes down to it. So, um, with that, let me know how y'all feel about. Uh, Let me know how you feel about the trades and what the Denver Nuggets are trying to do this year. And I think the co-GMs or co-presidents, whoever you want to say it, and Josh Kroenke are making good moves. Uh, that off trading MPJ Michael Porter Jr. was probably the biggest thing. I know it's sad to see him go. Granted, he's always going to be a nugget in my eyes, and everybody we wouldn't have won that championship without Michael Porter Jr. So let's keep that in mind. So awesome moves by them. Let's see if they continue to keep on. Maybe one more person, and we'll see what happens with that. But leave a comment and um, leave a comment below so you know we'll just see how it goes. You know what I mean? So leave a comment below. Uh, Let me know how y'all feel about the Nuggets trades and everything that's going on. So, but those are two pretty big moves, especially Vucic, just because we needed that backup center depth. Um, Cam Johnson, like I said, great young player, less injury prone, shoots maybe a point below MPJ in the 3 point, but it also can create. So those two things that are perfect for the Nuggets and what they're trying to do. Just add more depth, and we still have the young players like Strother and DeRon Holmes that are going to battle out for that maybe that 9-10 spot, and we still have um, uh, Watson. So the depth is coming around, but we just need more consistency out of them. But we also, I believe, we're going to need probably one more guard slash forward uh, to get them get to get them over that hump that we need to get back over to win to go chase another championship. I believe this is perfect for him. I just think maybe adding one more player, one more veteran. I'll throw out there maybe Chris Paul, backup point guard that can run that second team and can score a little bit when he needs to. Maybe I'm not exactly sure who else is available at this time because everything's been going pretty fast when it comes to this NBA free agency. But yes, let me know how y'all think, Denver Nuggets fans. How are you feeling? I'm feeling great about it. I think they're back in that championship realm. Also, the Western Conference is getting pretty deep with the trade, Kevin Durant's trade. Um, Everybody I feel like is getting better, except for the Lakers. I don't feel like they got any better, but that's not my problem. But I just hope that Nuggets continue on this pace uh, and try to get somebody that's a little bit of a scorer that can play some defense to contend with OKC a little bit bigger depth, which I believe that's the reason why they lost to OKC because they didn't have the depth that they need. So, stick around, tune in. This is kind of like an emergency pod type of thing, and we're just going to keep on getting the information as we get it. But like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and um, yeah, just like and subscribe for the latest of news of not just Denver Nuggets, but everything else when it comes to sports as well. So just what I mean. Just keep it. Um, I don't know. Let's just keep it going. You know what I mean? So thanks for watching Emergency Pod. To the next end, y'all. Like always, Side Talk Podcast, Side Talk Sports Podcast, all that good stuff. Peace.